Hey, listen, you are not an imposter. Every door that's been opened for you and to you is because you are supposed to be there. You'll be surprised at how many people suffer from what's called imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is the inability of feeling like your achievements are deserved or legitimately acquired. You're there because you're good enough. You're there because you have the right ideas. You're there because every time you come around, you know how to make things happen that other people do not. It's not luck. It's not chance. See, when you feel like an imposter, you feel like there's a matter of time before someone realizes you're a fake or a fraud. And the thing about imposter syndrome is it robs you of the gratitude that people are willing and desiring to give you. See, imposter syndrome only communicates one way. You're still able to bless people, but you're not able to be supported or congratulated or feel the love and gratitude that people are so willingly giving you. I was talking to my wife about this, and I told her, I was just talking to her about a friend that passed away in my life. And I was saying that, this friend suffered from imposter syndrome like so many of us do in so many areas. And this person was so influential, so impactful, blessed so many people, but they didn't, because they felt like an imposter, the thanks and the gratitude and the blessing and the love that people were trying to reciprocate from being affected by this person was stopped at this glass wall. Because when you feel like an imposter, many times the love that people show you, you stop it. And you may know it or you may not know it. But when someone says, oh man, you are such a blessing, you're like, oh man, whatever. Or oh man, that idea was so good. They're just probably saying that because they want something, or, you're just trying to make me feel good. You probably tell everybody this. See, that comes from someone who feels like an imposter, because you feel like you don't belong there in the first place. And there's only a matter of time before more people know. There's an idea that you have and there's a thought that you think about yourself, and you believe that it's only a matter of time before more people buy into that thought, as opposed to you buying into the thought that the majority of the people have about you. Imposter syndrome leaves this glass up. And I was talking to my wife and I was telling her about this friend, and I said the friend would always say, I feel alone. Sometimes I feel like I'm not really having an effect. I don't feel like I have purpose and all these things. And I was telling her, I wish I could have told him, before you feel less than, or however you feel, I wish I could have told him, look at the glass. Look at the glass. Look at the glass wall that you have up. And if you look really closely, you're going to see thousands of fingerprints of people who were trying to get to you, trying to say thank you, trying to bless the work of your hands, trying to add value to you, trying to show gratitude. All these people, look at the thousands of fingerprints of people who were trying to touch you, but they couldn't get to you because you were encased in this belief that you're an imposter. Man, so many people need to hear this. You're in the right place. You're at the right job. You are the right mother. You're the right father. You're the right leader. You're the right entrepreneur. Man, you're the one who has the ideas. And you don't have these ideas by accident. This is just who you are. You're going to keep having the right ideas. You're going to keep doing the right thing. And you're always going to be at a place where people need you. The thing is, you have to believe that. You have to believe that you're necessary. Because if you don't, then you're stopping people from blessing you and supporting you. And you're stopping us from that natural reciprocated action of just saying, man, thank you for being here. Because the more you hear it, the more you'll want to be around. But if you feel like you're an imposter, you'll just feel like you have no purpose. Meanwhile, you are changing the world. Here's the thing about imposter syndrome, and I'm done after this. The thing about imposter syndrome is it has a conflicting nature to it, where internally you hate feeling like that, but at the same time, it's the most comfortable feeling. It's almost like if you want to get in shape, right? It's more comfortable to be out of shape. It's more comfortable to eat all the wrong foods, but you get to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. And even though it's more comfortable, I want to be different. And so it's the same thing with imposter syndrome. It's easier to believe that the achievements that you have are by accident. It's easier to believe that people whose lives you're changing, anybody could have do it. Anybody could have did it. It's just whatever. It's easier to devalue yourself. And it's more comfortable to devalue yourself, though you don't want to feel like that. It's just more comfortable, as opposed to believing I'm the only one who could do this. I'm the one that the Lord chose. I'm the one that the company selected. I'm the one that the door opened for. I'm necessary. Here's the thought that I want to leave you with. You can either be comfortable or you can be impactful, but you can't be both. You can either be comfortable or you can be impactful, but you can't be both. I'm going to say it one more time for the people way, way, way in the back. You can either be comfortable or you can be impactful, but you can't be both. If I choose to be comfortable and just believe that I'm one of a million and anybody can do what I do, then I'll end up losing impact because I won't feel necessary, and I'll stop showing up either physically or even mentally. I'll stop showing up because anybody could do what I do. I have no purpose. If I choose to be impactful, and I want to talk to those who deal with imposter syndrome, if I choose to be impactful, then despite what's native to how I think, which is, I just don't feel like I'm necessary, but I want to impact people. I may spark up conversations, and I may initiate certain endeavors or whatever and feel awkward while I'm doing it and feel like, people really don't want to hear what I have to say, blah, 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 whatever. And it feels awkward, but I'm causing an impact. It feels awkward to take the lead. It feels awkward to initiate. It feels awkward to just kind of stand 10 toes down at the table and realize I'm going to speak up on this. I want to impact this conversation. I want to add to this. It may feel awkward, but you cause such an impact because what you have to say and your viewpoint and what you add and your influence is so necessary. And so you have to understand that I can be comfortable in thinking that I'm insignificant because it actually feels more comfortable to people who suffer from imposter syndrome. It's more comfortable to just be like, yeah, they don't care, than it is to take on the title that was given to you, to take on the persona from the door that was open to you, to take on the opportunity that you got, knowing that you are supposed to be the one. You can either be comfortable or you can be impactful, but you can't be both. If you're going to be impactful, it's going to mean that in many cases you're uncomfortable. And if you're going to be comfortable, it's going to mean in many cases that you're not being impactful. I want to encourage everyone who suffers from imposter syndrome, and I want to leave you with this. You're necessary.